Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome to something quite incredible. So, this game is truly something special, and I cannot wait to, show it to you. So, here's the thing, I am playing this game on my own time, and my campaign is going to be further ahead than this campaign. So you're not going to see my blind web reactions to certain things. However, this game, as you can probably tell by the music, is crazy. So we're gonna hit new game here. And I have, I'm on the Sha Ming grind set right there. We'll go with the Setsu save file here. So, right now we're going to be creating our character, and a lot of this does matter. So we could either go with, we could either go Webweaver, or we could go Morn. I think we'll go Morn. And actually what's really cool is that you can, and this does matter by the way, I'm pretty sure the only thing that doesn't matter here is your name. But your gender does matter, because this affects how characters, like, their biases are towards you. So, for instance, Sha Ming, who I just mentioned earlier, you'll know a lot about Sha Ming when we eventually get to him. But Sha Ming, he has biases towards women and men, and then half of those biases towards non-binary people. That's just an example, but we'll play as Morn here. And I think you gotta go blue, right? I think you gotta... And this matters immensely, by the way. This is also, like, certain characters will treat you differently. This is your profile picture, basically. This is your character art. And this kind of depends what characters like you and don't like you. So, I've already done a playthrough as Pink, or I'm in the process of doing a playthrough as Pink. So, we'll do a playthrough as... honestly, blue for Morn, probably, or light blue for Morn. But, oh my god, like, you have no idea how excited I am to show you this game, alright? If Final Fantasy VI and the Pathless is the members showing me games they like, this is me showing you a game that I really like. Except for the fact that, how do I put this? This was a game that the 3CAN members voted on, right? So, it was by chance, but this is a wonderful game, and listen, this music, Q Flavor is an amazing musician. I've never listened to music like this. It really is incredible. So, I believe what I want to go for right now is... I'll explain what this game is in a moment, but you'll kind of get it soon. I think I probably want to go for Logic to 10 right off the bat, but I'm not sure. Maybe we get Logic and... I don't remember the tier list. My friend who's already beat this game, she gave me the rundown and like, hey, these are the best stats to level. But the thing is, this game is very vibes-based, and sometimes it's literally just impossible to win. I think we want to probably up... Because here's the thing. From what you'll see later, things like charm and stealth are very important. God, this music is so good. This music is so good. I'm so happy to be playing this game. But this game is also extremely frustrating, alright? It's sort of like a Funger situation where the game is like... It's less frustrating than Funger can be, but maybe in other ways more. Honestly... We're gonna go Logic to 8, and we're gonna go... No, we're gonna go Logic to 7... and Intuition to 8. Because, if I recall correctly, all of the skills that I've unlocked in this game go by 5s, so it's like, you unlock something at 10, you unlock something at 15, you unlock something at 20. But I think that this is fine. We're gonna want to level stealth eventually, because if we don't level stealth, shit's just gonna be miserable. So, let's just jump into it. In instances in which nausea infection has been confirmed, the crew must find a way to reduce their risk level to 0. Candidates for cold sleep treatment are decided. Drop to 0, the ship will self-destruct via compression. Achievement of failure, risk eradication. Additionally, anti-nausea protocol. So I hope you're all understand. Y'all get that? Everybody understand everything that just happened? Press the Enter key when comments are available. The W key will select your comment. So we press W to speak, and then you can say that you get it or that you don't get it. Now, I get it. I understand everything. This is Setsu. Setsu is absolutely fantastic. This game's Kana, for sure, for sure. Pretty impressive, absorbing all this stuff by a simple explanation. It's pretty reassuring. Let's talk while we walk. Are you able to get up? Looks like you're okay. Alright, let's head to the main console room. Everyone's already there. This game is very dialogue heavy, and it is partially a visual novel, but we'll get into the gameplay loop. You couldn't see it, but I winked when I said that. Soon enough. We'll pick things up as we go along. That's so true. So basically, this game came out, I believe, in 2016, and I believe it was a PS Vita exclusive, or was it PSP? I think it was PS Vita. That was 2016, right? But basically, this game is an AI social deduction game. Morn, do you believe that mankind should be wiped out from the universe? I don't think so. Be careful. Of the 3 people you're about to meet, one of them isn't human. Don't worry, we'll make it through this today, at least. Come on, let's hurry. So, this is the stage being set, alright? One person here, so far, one person here is a nausea. They were infected by an alien virus that turns them into, well, we'll get to it in a second. Hello, Setsu. Has Morn's memory returned? No, it doesn't look like these medical pods will be enough. So we have, like, 0 leads, then. Well, it's just like I've been saying. I don't remember anything. It's a bit too suspiciously convenient, right? It's virtually a given. Morn is nausea. Ha, you tried your best to pose as human, but to no avail. It seems you're being viewed with suspicion. The suspicion that you're not human? No, try thinking of this way. Amnesia at a time like this is too suspicious and brings unwanted attention. Do you really think that a predator would try something like that? And as far as I know, no nausea infectees have tried faking amnesia before. If Morn was an enemy, it would be much harder to tell, I believe. I agree. I don't think we have any reason to suspect Morn. Oh, hey, we're out of time. Well, we just have, like, no idea who the nausea is anyways. Let's just hurry up and, like, get this voting done. A screen lights up in front of you. Which one of these people should you vote for? So, essentially, how it works is, at the end of every day, everybody casts a vote. And whoever receives the most votes is put in cryosleep. So, I think we're just gonna... I don't know if this is set in stone, like it's the same thing every time, but I'm leaning towards... I'm not gonna vote for Setsu, but we'll just cast a vote for SQ for fun. Alright, Rakio gets sent to hell. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Do you people actually believe that I'm nausea? You're all in... Rakio, a vote is a vote? It's not like I have any say in this now anyways, right? Just hurry up and take me to the cold sleep room then. I doubt I'll ever wake up, though. Once the warp is finished, the nausea will have killed someone, and you'll realize I was innocent. You're basically giving the nausea carte blanche. Oh my god, Rakio, you're such, like, a whiner. Let's just hurry up and start the freeze. Alright, it's almost time for the warp. I'll handle the cold sleep process, so you all go back to your rooms. Does Morn know where their room is? Oh, that's right. Levy set up a guide to Morn's room. The hallway floor's lights up the way to your room. You follow the lights to your quarters. This appears to be the right room. Hello, Morn. My name is Levy. I'm this ship's AI system. I act as a guide, helping you all to be as comfortable as possible. The ship will commence warp in 10 minutes. You will be rendered unconscious during warp, so to avoid injury, please lie down on your bed. Thank you for your attention. Oh, and it seems you have a visitor. Morn, are you there? Oops, the door opened. I'm just gonna, like, let myself in. Hey, it's SQ! Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you, like, don't remember me, right? Have you ever forgotten about, you know, that night? Hold the tab key to display the backlog. The higher your logic, the more lines of backlog you can review. It's no use, I can't remember. That night? Of course you don't. I mean, we've never actually, like, met before. Oh, well, whatever. So, Morn, you were, like, dumped into this super serious situation all of a sudden, huh? I was just, like, wondering if you were okay. Are you keeping up? I'm okay. You replied that you're keeping up. Wow, that's some real adaptability there. I guess Setsu's already started filling you in, huh? Oh yeah, so about that. Setsu was like super nice to you, right, Morin? Seems like you totally know about you and stuff. But like, Morin, you gotta be careful, okay? You can't trust people just because they're nice to you. You know, the GNOSIA, they totally lie and mess with you and stuff. That's why it's so hard to get rid of them. OMG, what if Setsu was like totally GNOSIA? 3 minutes until warp. Morn, please lie down on your bed. Oh snap, we're out of time. Hey Morn, wanna like sleep together? Anti-nausea procedures do not allow that. SQ, please return to your room. Aww. Levy is like so strict. Okay, fine, I'll go back. Okay then, Morn, if we're still alive, see you tomorrow. So, that was a lot. But essentially, humans... And listen, Morn's a human, she just looks like that. She's got her reasons for looking like that, don't be rude. When a nausea presence was detected upon completion of warp, please find and remove any crew members infected by nausea, as per the anti-nausea procedural guidelines. We won't have to go through this every single time. This will just become normal. Morn, are you there? Are you okay, Morn? Oh no, sorry for overreacting like that. I'm glad you're okay. Sounds like Levy's warning has stopped. You heard it, right? That's right. Apparently Rakio wasn't infected after all. Our enemy is still among us. Let's head to the main console room. Everyone should be there. This was before Among Us. This game was 2016. Among Us was 2018. And Among Us did not receive any popularity or any mainstream massive appeal that it did during the global hootenanny because it didn't have online multiplayer until, like, what, late 2019? 2020? Hey, you guys, good to see you again. SQ. Oh, wait, so, like, if you two are okay, that means check on Gina's location. Hold Q to view the crew list. Uh-oh, Gina's dead. Gina does not appear to be on board the ship. According to the log, Gina's signal disappeared after the warp. This means... So, like, the nausea got her? Gina was one of the people here yesterday. Was she attacked? Gina has been erased from the universe. SQ, Morn, and me. It's one of us. One of us has been infected by the nausea. So I guess that's, like, the only possibility, huh? Alright, let's get started. These discussions are necessary for our survival. So, when the ship is making a warp jump, you are unable, as a human, to basically move around the ship because you would die. So humans have to go lie down in their beds for warp proceedings. However, the nausea are able to essentially do things during this time period, and while the ship is warping, the nausea can attack. So, right now, this is incredibly basic, and we're basically, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're going with Setsu, just because. So, even though it might be Setsu, I don't know if it's actually randomized or not. But we're gonna cover Setsu. Setsu is gonna thank us, and then we're just gonna wait and see. It's either you or me, SQ. Oh, so like it's all on me now? And you can either say something, so you can, at the beginning of the game, you can either doubt somebody or cover for somebody. So we covered for Setsu, and then Setsu thanked us for doing so. Hold on, there we go. Or you can just hit wait and see. Well, I think that Setsu's, like, pretty sketchy. Like, I'm gonna get Morn on my side for the vote. So I guess I'm in the way, huh? So we're gonna defend Setsu. It doesn't really matter, because we are the deciding vote right now. And we're just gonna go with Setsu. So if Setsu's Noja, then Setsu can, so whoever we vote for gets iced, basically, and we're gonna vote for SQ. So, if SQ is the Noja, there's no really... What? I totally thought that was gonna work. Okay, can I just, like, try and escape then? If you do, Levy will have no choice but to employ use of force. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just gonna go freeze then. SQ was sent to cold sleep. SQ's cold sleep has been confirmed. I guess that's it for now. Oh yeah, Morn, I have something to give you. The Ouroboros. Data reference has been unlocked. When the data reference button is displayed, you can use the A key to view comments. So, this is very, very important. This is the most important thing. Are these notes right here, and you can actually see their bios as well. So you can see that Setsu is non-binary, and you can see that Rakio is also non-binary. I believe those are the only two non-binary crew members. But I did take a break from this game after suffering like a devastating loss streak, so I will have to go through the bios again. But we're gonna be meeting all the characters eventually. Don't doubt, don't be afraid, and no knowledge will save all. That's what the person who gave this to me said. It was a long time ago. I think you're going to need it more, and so I'll pass it on to you now while I have the chance. Also, I'm not sure what to talk about. When all the Noja are put into cold sleep, the human side wins. If the number of Noja is half or more, the human side loses. Well, let me introduce myself properly. We've been so busy I hadn't really had the chance. Once win or loss conditions have been fulfilled, or if you are attacked or put into cold sleep, the round ends. That is critically important. This round is over now. My name is Setsu. Good to meet you again. I wasn't sure if I should say anything, but I think I will. Morn, you're about to begin a long journey. So, here's the thing. As you will see, as I hit, do you want to... Well, we did it! We beat the game! Playthrough over, right? Are you sure you want to end the game? Uh-oh. 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 And as stated, Noja have been detected on board. Someone among the 5 of us has been infected. Okay, but I'm, like, totally not Noja or whatever. That's a lie? We can say that's a lie. We can if we want to, but what's going on? That's what a Noja would say. Noja are known for spitting lies left and right, are they not? The loop has turned back time. Let me confirm something. When we last docked, is there anyone who didn't leave the ship? Apparently not. In that case, any of us, including me, could be infected. What about everyone except for me being Noja? Is that a possibility? Nope, that's not possible, fortunately. Well, it's not exactly fortunate, but only one infectee has been detected. What do we do? Well, there are general procedures for instances of Noja infection. I think we should follow them. As you know, Noja infectees eliminate a single human each time we warp. So, before we warp, we suss out one suspect. The person most likely infected will be put into cold sleep. If the Noja is detected after warp, we put another person into cold sleep. We repeat this process until the Noja is gone. And if we mess up, you ask what happens if we are unable to put the Noja into cold sleep. Then, of course, someone will be attacked and eliminated. This is lame. Well, what if the one to suggest this better way was Noja? And this method is not only standard anti-nausea procedure, it's also a compromise with Levy, the ship's AI. Compromise? What do you mean by compromise? Once nausea infection has been detected on board, Levy is no longer obligated to ensure the survival of the crew. Conversely, Levy's new directive becomes the elimination of the crew and self-destruction of the ship. Yes, Setsu is correct. So whether we live or die is left up to an AI? Well, this certainly is cause for concern. So in exchange for putting crew members into cold sleep, Levy will hold off on self-destruction, continue to maintain life support. Got it. So we'll now discuss amongst ourselves who to put into cold sleep, then take a vote. The next warp will be exactly in 1 hour. We have to find our enemy, the nausea. So this is a real round. But we can probe for lore. What's a nausea? Humans who have come contact with the alien life form nose become infected. They become nausea, no longer human. That is what we know. The alien life form nose. Some say it's an unknown intelligent life form, others say it's a god from another dimension. It's all speculation. And by the way, Morn, the claim that you don't even know that sounds pretty suspicious. So right now, we're just gonna wait and see. Setsu is not gonna trust Rakio. Gina is also not trusting Rakio. Alright, Rakio is getting put into cold sleep first. Absolutely. I mean, should we... I am going to defend SQ for the sole purpose of I don't want to derail the bandwagon. And Setsu is now doubting SQ. But Gina and I are on the SQ train, apparently. But Rakio has been chosen as they're gonna be beaten to death with hammers, alright? Hooray for democracy, haha. Be dangerous to upload this anywhere near November. Ah, democracy. So, Rakio did vote for SQ. And for now, we are going to be going with, we're gonna say goodbye. And we're gonna get the results now. You have some time left before warp. You decide to walk around the ship before going back to your room. Allow me to show you around. Here you can enjoy different types of indoor recreation. If you have any requests, I can generate equipment immediately. Do you have any requests for recreation? Please feel free to request anything that you like. Let's get some, Do you got any games on your ship? No. Yeah, let's get some... I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually do not know what billiards are off the top of my head. Is that the one where you have, like, the, a bunch of the, like, wooden rod lines, and then you twist them, and then you, like, kick the ball back and forth? That one's pretty fun. But we'll do, you got any games on your phone? You like video games. How about this game? There are several buttons lined up. Just what sort of game is this? Pressing the buttons will cause dopamine to be released inside your brain. Depending on how you press the buttons, you can experience many different types of pleasure. Experts have called this the greatest game ever. Nope. Shall we move to a different room? The cafeteria, baby. The crew can take meals as they please. What sort of foods do you like? Macaroni and cheese. I mean... ramen is the closest thing... I mean, ramen is the closest thing to macaroni and cheese here. But I gotta go with sushi out of these picks. That would require fresh ingredients, not synthesized materials. If raw mammal meat would suffice, I can prepare that for you. Unfortunately, there is no time to eat right now. Yeah, you can take meals as you please, except... the lower floor contains environmental maintenance facilities and interstellar travel equipment. This is the heart of the ship, known as the DQO. There's someone in the EVA preparation room. Who's there? Noja. No, no, no. You told Gina your name. I see. Rockio has gone to sleep. I made sure of it. There's something somewhere in this universe. It's trying to corrupt us, to turn us into something else. If our plan for cold sleep were to fail, if the Noja were to take over the ship, what would they do? Well, those infected by the Noja would likely kill the remaining survivors. Some infectees show tendency for extreme violence. Others use humans to satisfy their animalistic instincts. There are many cases that even as an AI, I wish that I could erase from the records in my memory. That's terrifying. God, this music is so good. You stated that you too are scared. Yes. Morn, Gina, it's almost time to wrap up. Please return to your respective rooms. Morn, this Noja, I think I may know who it is. Tomorrow, I'll tell everyone what I've found. Good night. She's gonna die. 100% she's dead. Now, Setsu's dead. Okay. Oh my god, Setsu? That's, like, so sad, you guys. So it's another situation where we're basically the deciding vote, and Gina has confided into us. But the thing is, she could be lying. Please listen to what I have to say. I'm the engineer. I'm the only person on board who can use the ship's research equipment. So last night, before we warped, I configured the equipment to examine SQ's dimensional waves. These can be analyzed during the warp. And I found something. SQ is Noja. Well, well, well. The engineer can investigate one person per warp. The Noja give off different dimensional waves than humans do. And so if the engineer configures the equipment to investigate somebody's signature while you're warping, well, there you go. Okay, so, like, Gina is the engineer? Yeah, no, I'm the engineer. Levy, can you confirm that I'm the engineer? I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can only confirm that I have processed and accepted one request from engineer credentials, but you can't confirm that it was me? That's correct. It is possible the crew's members' personal data have been corrupted, so I'm not able to confirm whether said engineer credentials are yours or not. So, Morn, SQ and me, one of us is lying and, well, it's all up to you whom you believe. You can check engineer reports from data reference. So, the engineer can report here, and as you can see, SQ has investigated Gina, allegedly, and Gina has allegedly investigated SQ. So this is just a complete, like, 50-50. We're gonna go with Gina. We're gonna go with Gina because she claimed first. But that's not really very, like, good to do normally. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Claiming in this game is very weird because only the Noja can lie, right? So I am a crew member. If I'm a crew member. I'm just a normal crew member. I cannot lie about anything. But I can be misled and I can sus people. So right now, they're just going to be doubting each other because they're not going to turn on me. Because they like, one of them is the engineer and they know definitively for a fact that the other one is Noja. But coincidentally, one of the things that would be really nice is if one of them investigated me. Because if somebody investigated me, then I know definitively whether or not they're the real engineer or a Noja. So, we're gonna go with Gina. And by that I mean we're voting for SQ. Just because this is, like, the tutorial. And we'll figure out what's going on later, right? Like, we'll actually, like... we're just gonna go with the flow. Thank you. Thank you for being so stupid. I'm happy that you trusted me. Thank me more. I'll be going back to my room. I hope I can see you again tomorrow. Gina is lying. Higher intuition ability makes you able to see through other people's lies. The lower the speaker's performance ability, the easier it is to see through their lies. The ship belongs to the GNOSIA. They will seek out new victims at their next port of landing. So SQ was the real engineer. And we lost, but we still gained the EXP. And now the game is over. Well, we did it. We did it. We played through the game. Uh-oh. So that's the situation. I'd like to request everyone's cooperation. Wait, so there's actual aliens on this ship? For real? Damn, that's scary! Not aliens, exactly. GNOSIA infectees, to be precise. 2 have been detected, it seems. Are these 2 also involved in the discussions? Apparently there are 2 GNOSIA on board. So one of those 2 is Shigemeshi, right? Obviously. Hey man, Rakio, what the hell? Do I look like an alien to you? Well, yeah. I don't think Morn should... Morn throwing stones in glass houses? Come on, bud. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know? This is just... I got reasons for looking like this, okay? Wait, what? So you're, like, not an alien? That's, like, actually weirdly unfortunate. Shigemechi is indeed unfortunate. Man! As unfortunate as he may be, that doesn't mean he's infected. Yes, our time is limited. Please tell me whom you think should be put into cold sleep. This time there are 2 GNOSIA present. If the engineer comes forward, their report may provide clues as to who the GNOSIA could be. So right now, we're gonna take a back seat. Maybe not actual GNOSIA, but Setsu looks kind of alien-y, don't you think? Right? Setsu is so suspicious. We're gonna defend Setsu. I don't want Setsu to get voted out day 1. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken, but I feel Stella looks suspicious, so Gina's sussing Stella. Stella is refuting. So it seems like we got a Shigemechi-Stella alliance. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, where the hell is SQ? Well, right there, actually. Sometimes people don't speak. And so I forgot... I forgot she was here. We're gonna cover Setsu. Now that does paint a target on our back, because so essentially how this game, I don't know exactly how this game functions, but there is a significant difference to bandwagoning when somebody is doing a defense or an accusation, instead of starting the train yourself. So we're letting other people talk more, and we're gonna agree with Rakio, and we're gonna probably ice Shigemechi immediately. And I will defend Setsu. I don't want Setsu to go out night 1. But we can definitely have Shigemechi thrown out night 1. So we got 2 Setsu votes from SQ and Stella. So we don't really know where Gina and Rakio stand on Setsu currently, because everybody just wanted to kill Shigemechi. So remember, there's 2 GNOSIA, and they might be voting together. And so that could either be Rakio and Gina, or Setsu Gina, or Setsu Rakio, or any combination of the 3. Just any 2 of those 3. We know that we're not a GNOSIA. And so, if only there was a way to tell if we got it right or wrong. And I'm gonna say goodbye just because it's the polite thing to do. So, Shigemechi has been put to cold sleep. There is still time remaining, so try speaking with the others. You may be able to gather crucial information. So this is a very important part of the game. These notes that we see earlier, this crew data, so all of these notes right here, and this is like a spoiler, kind of, but not really. In order to beat the game, you have to get all of the notes for every crew member. And how you get those notes is in this screen right here when certain parameters are met. You will no doubt see this at many, many, many times in this playthrough, because I do intend to beat the game. So we can go chat to somebody of our choice, and so there's no red exclamation mark. There's no exclamation mark, so this is just sort of like free time. We can do whatever the hell we want. We can talk to Setsu if we want to. Setsu is somebody that we talk to a lot. Setsu's like the most friendly person to us. But we'll go say hi to Gina. She did kill us. I really hope that you and I are both human. Well, she got her wish. We're both human. Oh my god, Gina, that's like so sad, you guys. So one of the things that we can do here, and I'm not gonna go in this much depth for the future games, because at some point you just kind of like let the brainworms take over and you just ball. But voting results. So Gina did vote Shigemechi, and then she was killed. So we're kind of interested to see how this works, all right? We're kind of interested to see what happens here. And how... One of the things you gotta pay attention to is how SQ and Stella change their vote. Because if SQ and Stella try to go after each other, then that probably means they're not GNOSIA if they start fighting each other. But, like, look at how, like, Gina, Rakio, and Setsu treat each other as well, you know? So we're gonna see what happens immediately. The step forward ability. Anyone with engineer credentials, speak up. A lie! Would you look at that? Our intuition! Stella is lying about being the engineer, and only GNOSIA can lie. Stella is lying. So that means that nobody else claimed engineer, okay? So think about this for a second. Think about this for a second. Nobody claimed engineer. So that means that either the engineer is in hiding, or Shigemechi or Gina was the engineer. Alright. So, the thing is, we need to get Stella voted out. Now, how do we do that? It's basically impossible. But we're gonna doubt Stella anyways. So, Rakio is defending Stella. SQ is also defending Stella. This is bad. I don't care if you lie, SQ, but what's the purpose of these lies? The problem is that, like, not having an engineer counterclaim kind of makes Stella a lot harder to kill, because nobody else is able to claim engineer. Like, if I were able to lie as a crew member, I would claim engineer and then just full push for Stella, because and that's what I would do in, like, a normal social deduction game. Like, if I was I don't know, like the engineer or something in Among Us or whatever, and I was able to vent or whatever, I would push really hard on Stella. I would try to get her out no matter what. But the thing is, we have to be a little bit more subtle here, because we can't lie. Now, we know Stella is lying, and I think now we have to kind of protect Setsu, and so we're going to agree with the sus onto SQ, and then see who defends SQ. Because both Rakio and SQ defended Stella, so most likely one of them is GNOSIA. Okay, it's most likely SQ then, because Stella immediately jumps to the defense. But we don't know that for sure, and so we're gonna see... No, we're gonna argue with that. So this is pretty blatant. And so now we're gonna go full on the SQ bandwagon train. And you're gonna see Stella defend. And then Rakio, I think Rakio's gonna throw. I think Setsu's gonna die, and I think Rakio is throwing. So it's probably Jover. Yeah, it's Jover. It's Jover, chat. Because look at this right now. Look at the, hold on, look at the crew. So, with Setsu gone, there's 4 people left. That means we lose. So we lost on that vote. And that is really fun. This is sort of the how it works. Now the time for discussion is over. I'm so happy you remained here with me, Morn. My face? You're so strange, Morn. My face is the same as it always is. Would you like some tea? Go on. You'll feel so good. So who was the other no-show? Was it SQ? It was. So Rakio just threw. So that is one of the reasons why sometimes this game is impossible, is you are given information that you definitively know who's Noja, and it just, like, all lines up perfectly, but you cannot convince the crew to follow you, and so then they bandwagon against another crew member. So, which, here's the thing, from Rakio's perspective, it makes perfect sense to trust Stella, because Stella did an engineer claim and nobody counterclaimed. The problem is that we know that Stella's lying because of our intuition, which, here's the thing, a character with incredible intuition, if you see the crew data, a character, I believe SQ has fantastic, oh no, we don't have Comet yet. Sorry, Comet's the one with the really good intuition. So if we had Comet as a crew member, we probably would have been able to live there. Uh-oh. Did it stop? I can't stand all this Noja stuff, man. I can't even eat in peace. And hey, you said you were the engineer a minute ago, yeah? So, like, what's an engineer do anyway? This time, you are the engineer. I discover the Noja. Wow, that sounds kind of awesome. Well, anyways, let's chow down before we go meet up with everybody. Oops, can't forget this little guy. He does just have a gun. 1.5% salt content, huh? Better not slurp down the rest of this soup, then. And they're here. Oh my god, you guys are, like, so late. Hey, sorry, bud. So who's this Noja, then, huh? We're about to discuss that now. The 2 Noja are our enemy. And, like, the engineer, looks like we got one of those, too. If the engineer were to come forward now, they'd be for sure targeted by the Noja. We can't force them to step up. Now, I have information that you don't, the viewer at home does not have. I'm fearless. Step forward. Should I claim my role as engineer? I'm the engineer. A fake engineer has come forward. When you are the engineer, it is imperative you step forward to claim your role. Reveal own role. Hold up, there's no way Morn and Gina are both the engineer. Hey, one of them is lying. Now, I don't know if, because this is more of a narrative run than an actual, like, round, if Shigemechi would put 2 and 2 together, like, I revealed myself as engineer before we found out about the Noja, and now we know that the engineer is for discovering Noja. But, anyways, we're gonna doubt Gina, because we know for a fact that we're the real one. Stella is on our side. And Setsu's defending Gina! Same with Rakio. So we need to take a look into both of them right now. We really do. So we're gonna cover our girl Stella, because she's working with us, and then we're gonna shut up for the rest of the round. I think Shigemechi is probably gonna be the scapegoat again, because Shigemechi's stats are not very good for... Shigemechi does not survive the first round very often. I will defend Shigemechi. Just because, like, I don't want, like, a crew member to get, like... I don't want a crew member to get sussed out immediately. So, I believe it was Rakio and Setsu who were sussing, or were defending Gina. So, I think it's important for us to basically invest... I'm going to vote for Rakio, hope it's a tie with Shigemechi, and then we're going to investigate Setsu. Okay, I think we have to investigate Rakio, honestly. We already know that Gina is GNOSIA, so there's only one person that we need to find. That's my lunch buddy you just killed. What the hell is wrong with you? Morn. I'm sorry for holding you up. I just wanted to speak with you for a moment. When you stepped forward as engineer, I was quite moved. I believe that you are the true engineer, I'm sure of it. There may not be any evidence to support it, but I feel that we can become close friends, so I want to trust you. Likability rates between characters are reset each time a loop begins. You are quite in a dangerous position. I believe you have a high risk of being attacked by the GNOSIA. Why? You ask why would you be attacked? If you are attacked, then the other engineer, it would be clear that Gina was a fake. I feel like this would prove harmful to the GNOSIA side, but they will likely sacrifice one of their own to get rid of the true engineer. Chances are high that this is exactly what the GNOSIA will do. However, please don't worry. I promise to protect you. Alright then, good night. So Stella is going to protect us, and then she said good night. So we don't have to talk to her again. So here's the thing. We know Gina is a fake. So we could go harass Gina in her bedroom for fun. Let's vibe check SQ. Oh my god, like, you're, like, literally cursed. Just kidding, but for serious? I literally can't even with you right. I love SQ so much. She's great. So, we know Gina's a GNOSIA, 100%. So there's no reason. If somebody can lie, that means they're evil. So, we do not have to investigate Gina. Period. Ever. Like, we are the engineer. We know this. Gina is lying as who's the engineer. Stella is going to most likely reveal some sort of, like, ability. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to either investigate Setsu or Rakio, and I'm going to investigate Rakio. Now, no one was attacked last night, and Rakio was human. So, that means SK, or SK serial killer, SQ, or Setsu. But why? The GNOSIA was supposed to eliminate someone during the warp, Gina wondering why her friend didn't kill. I believe it was the Guardian Angel. Huh? What's that? One of the crew has become a Guardian Angel and prevented the GNOSIA attack. I've never heard of this before. Guardian Angel, huh? Is this really something that exists? It is, with very specific warp-related credentials. By delaying the time of the actual warp, the GNOSIA loses their chance to attack their intended victim. Yeah, I, don't get it. So basically, nobody disappeared, so we're safe? No, warp can only be delayed for a short time, so there's only really time to protect a single person, and a Guardian Angel cannot protect themselves. So, Stella is the Guardian Angel. She protected us. So we need to keep our guard up and continue searching for the GNOSIA. To start, can someone provide a report from yesterday's investigation? So this is where we give our report as the engineer. I investigated Setsu. Setsu is GNOSIA. So it's Gina and SQ. So we can basically about Stella. We're not gonna about Stella here. I don't wanna. We're gonna doubt. We're gonna doubt Gina, and then we're gonna cover Setsu. And then you'll notice that I'm skipping a lot of this stuff because, well, the dialogue is like, come on, Rakio, I know you're human, don't be stupid. We're going to cover for... No, we're gonna let this play out. So, like, Stella is the Guardian Angel or whatever, so she's, like, not a suspect then, right? But she did explain how the Guardian Angel works to who nobody knew. Setsu is correct. We should avoid trying to figure that out. So, you know, the fact that SQ said that, and we already know who's who, basically. We're gonna doubt SQ. We know it's Gina, we know it's SQ. Now, we're being told to shut up by the GNOSIA. And then this is the tutorial for being told to shut up. But the thing is, right now I'm not really worried about that, for reasons that we'll get into later. I'm thinking logically we should be suspecting Setsu. We're going to defend Setsu. I don't care if they tell us to shut up again. This is very strange, but I will go with this. Now, we know Rockio is human. The problem is that Rockio is a very logical player, but they get distracted or, like, onto... They go down the wrong... They get tunnel vision, basically. That's an issue that Rockio has, and that's one of the things that makes this game so brilliant, is all of the characters have their own quirks and how their AI behaves. So, we know that it's Gina, but Setsu is being sussed, and we need to, like, try to... I think we need to try the Gina vote, but if Setsu dies, we lose, right? Like, that's the problem. Is we need to not vote a human out here, and that's, like, that's very difficult. Alright, sorry about that. I had to step away for a moment. So I think we messed up because... I just stepped away from the computer for a moment. So I think we messed up because, basically... we sussed both Gina and SQ, and so that might split the vote between the humans, because we need Setsu... We need to vote on the infected person that Setsu and Stella vote for. Because Rockio is probably voting for Setsu. And then SQ and Gina, I guess, are also voting for... We're gonna vote Gina and see what happens. And we have a chance at winning the game. But... if the vote was more split, then we could have potentially lost the game by splitting the human vote. But we got lucky. We got lucky. People voted for the one that we needed to get. I don't know why... I don't know... Actually, can we look at the vote there? Yeah, SQ and Gina both voted for Setsu. So... if we like, we know Rockio's human, we know Stella's human, so no matter who we investigate, we automatically know who the Nosia is. We should investigate the person we think is the Nosia. So, actually, we should probably investigate SQ, or not SQ, sorry. We should investigate Setsu, because if Setsu is the confirmed human, then hopefully that can help Rockio get back on our side. But Rockio did vote for SQ. That's pretty good, actually. Honestly, that's pretty cracked. So, this is very important. If you see one of these, you basically have to always go to them, because this is just, like, flavor dialogue that's, like, world building and great, awesome lore and stuff. This is progress the plot. Private Room 4. Ah, Morn. I was hoping you'd come. I guess this is goodbye. The Nosia likely assume that I'm the guardian angel, and therefore I believe I will be eliminated tonight. But please don't worry, Morn. I just want you to survive. You thanked Stella for her kind words. Just knowing that you care enough to say that is more than I need to go peacefully. Goodbye, Morn. So... Stella's most likely gonna die. And so, let's go for Setsu, just to confirm that Setsu's human, so hopefully Rockio will... Well... Another one was taken out. Our ability to fight is being gradually whittled down. But we haven't lost yet! And so that means... that we can win. And we did get a Nosia out. Now we're gonna doubt Setsu. So that's crazy, actually. Let's calm down and talk this through. Everyone get too emotional and the enemy's got us. It's obvious, but I feel like it's safe to say that SQ is the crew. Definite Human is one of Rockio's most powerful abilities. So, so when somebody uses Definite Human or Definite Enemy, that means that is a hard confirm. Can be absolutely trusted. Oh wow, officially recognized as crew. That's right, 100% certified grade A crew. We're gonna agree with the doubt on Susetsu, and we're just gonna let this play. Well, I've already confirmed Rockio is... listen, this is a crazy combo, because again, innocent people, like, crew can't lie, right? So Rakio has hard confirmed me as the engineer with their logic ability, which is one of their most powerful skills, and I have already confirmed Rakio as a human, so this is a guaranteed win. We're gonna throw Setsu into the goddamn freezer. And look at that. See you all again. Setsu has, well, Setsu, that's a true statement, and a real one. So, a win for the humans. Do you expect me to congratulate you or something? But, like, for serious, I'm so glad we survived. Oh my god, like, it's literally so good to be alive. Now, we did have to sacrifice Stella for it. Also, I love the GNOSIA portraits, by the way. How Setsu just gets, like a shadow over their eyes, and they have, like, glowing red eyes, like they pressed, like, that warrior ability that lets them fell cleave. That shit's scary as hell. And all that happens to Gina is she sticks her tongue out. That's crazy. Do you really want to end the game? Uh-oh, it's another loop. Uh-oh. Oh no. Go and be frozen. Yuriko, wait, please do not make any rash decisions. If we have no idea who the enemy is, then anyone will do right. I see no problem with freezing Morn. No, that's not necessarily true. As we continue the discussions, we may be able to uncover some crucial pieces of info. And we may not be able to. If you all insist on continuing these talks, then so be it, but they are still among us. This is Yuriko. Morn. You should be wary of Yuriko. Friend or enemy, either way, she's dangerous. Setsu? Yes. You've been spreading lies and distrust all along, haven't you? Go on and come clean. So, Yuriko is a hydrogen bomb. And as this playthrough goes on, if you play this game yourself, which I would highly recommend it, like, I'm playing this for myself in a different playthrough, ahead of this playthrough so that I can experience the story blind for myself, I would recommend you do the same. You will learn, as you play this game yourself, or as this playthrough continues, that this Shrine Maiden is a hydrogen bomb, the most powerful character ever created in fiction. So we're just gonna wait and see. Shigemechi's asking who the engineer is. I'm the engineer. Give me 16 hours and I'll find the GNOSIA. That was quick. Rakio is the enemy. To me, the only engineer. Well, Setsu and Rakio, I look forward to your results, regardless of veracity. Are we confused as to whom should be doubted? Then let it be SQ. Well, SQ's dead. I've got SQ's back. So Setsu's being sussed. So Setsu and SQ are being sussed. Setsu defended SQ. Morn is unneeded and should be frozen. People seem to dislike you. I want to believe Morn. Thanks, Gina. So Gina's sussing Rakio. SQ is sussing Rakio. There's a lot of information going on. And my dog is, she's also watching this, and she's like, what the hell is happening? So, it's gonna be SQ. God has ordained that SQ is sus. God has ordained that I'm sus as well. However, I have dodged everything for now. You know, Morn can't keep getting away with it. After the send-off to cold sleep, you walk out into the hall. Morn! What are you so afraid of? We'll talk somewhere else. Follow me. This will do. No one will disturb us here. In this room, you can see our surroundings projected here. Look, you can see even the farthest stars, just as the stars are watching you. Have you ever thought about it? Why you are not held under suspicion? You have no risk of being attacked by the GNOSIA. No one even thinks to suspect you. This is because everyone's awareness of your very existence has been distorted, interference by the insane gods themselves. I shall correct that distortion. From now on, just as all the other characters in this play, you too shall be susceptible to suspicion and cold sleep. You shall also be open to GNOSIA attack. So in the last hour we've been playing this game, we have been immune to GNOSIA attacks, so Stella did not even need to use the Guardian Angel ability. And we have been... So Stella died for nothing in that loop, just so you know, because we were immune to being attacked by the GNOSIA. And now, we were also never at risk of being voted. Now you stand on equal ground as all the rest of us, possibly even lower ground. If you wish to survive, strive and struggle in desperation. So Yuriko just owned us, but now we can level up, so that's cool. You can use EXP to level up. We're gonna get Intuition to 10, Logic to 10, and then probably up our Stealth just by 1. The command list is abilities that we're able to use, and as the game progresses, we'll gain more abilities. So now we've unlocked the full game, essentially. I'm not talking to Yuriko. Yuriko's kind of, like, crazy with it. Hey, Gina, how's it going? I really hope that you and I are both human. That happened more than once. So, let's see those engineer reports, if you don't mind. Yuriko wasn't GNOSIA. Yuriko is suspicious anyway, if you think about it. That's true! So, here's the thing. We know that we're not GNOSIA, right? We know that we're not GNOSIA. So Setsu saying that we're not GNOSIA is because the GNOSIA engineer claim can lie about their results. So it's a 50-50 shot, right? Of whether or not GNOSIA Setsu was, like, not GNOSIA or GNOSIA. So we're gonna see what happens, and we're dead. It's over. We're dead. It's over. We're dead. Literally, there's no chance. It's over. It's over. It's completely over. It doesn't matter. It's over. It's over. God has sussed us twice. The only person who is going to defend us is the only person who's going to defend us is Setsu, so it doesn't matter. We will vote for Shigemechi out of self-preservation, but it's over. Oh my god, we barely survived. Holy shit. Now, we might lose here because there are 2 GNOSIA, which might be Rakio or Yuriko. Rakio and Yuriko, or maybe Setsu and somebody else, but it's, we had to do that. We had to do that, because this way... You'll see in a moment. So, there's 1 GNOSIA left, because we would have died. Hey, Setsu, how's it going? Sorry, my emotions are a bit out of whack. Oh, I died. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm dead. So that means it's over. The game is over. The fact that I'm dead immediately ends the game. If you die or you're put into cold sleep, the game is immediately over. Now, yeah, so you know, we don't even get to survive to the end, right? Like, this loop for us is over. We're going on to the next one, but y'all are still trapped in there. You got to figure out Rakio's the sussy imposter. I mean, I don't really want to end the game, but I'm forced to. And so, listen, I know it says loop 6. It just kind of does that. Yuriko doesn't seem to be here. Wonderful. This is the first real game, and we'll get to it on the next episode of GNOSIA. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all liking the series so far. I hope you're all liking the variety. I think it's Pathless tomorrow, and then Final Fantasy VI on Sunday. I hope I got that right. Well, regardless, you know, there will be one of them on Saturday and one of them on Sunday. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.